Kelly with kellyscards.ca, and welcome to this second card in my everyday card kit number 10. So I thought it would be fitting to have a bit of a camping card considering that we are in the summer season. And again, if you don't like the sentiment, I always provide other sentiments that you can pick. So if you want this to be a birthday card, just go ahead and choose whatever sentiment that you need for this card. So to get started, I have picked out some green and browns to match with this little campfire image with this cute little tent. Really like that image. And we're going to start putting things together. So I really like adding a different tone green. This actually more matches the image than the main cardstock. And this is kind of a tip. If you have a certain green but it doesn't quite match your image or your coloring or whatever, the way you can get away with this is just adding another piece of cardstock that's closer, and it will all work together because it's in the same color family. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this darker green strip now. And I am just going to put this, I want to kind of frame in the image a little bit, and I'm going to make sure this is nice and straight going up and down here. I'm going to put this on here, and then as you see, when I start to layer things, I just really like how it looks and it pulls all the colors. And especially this type of plaid paper, really like the colors that go perfectly with this card, and it helps tone it down a little bit because this isn't quite dark and it's not light. It kind of brings all of the colors in the card together. So I'm going to put this piece down now, and I'll add the adhesive to this part. I'm going to bring this in now, and I want to see a lot of that green. So I'm going to make sure that when I put this down, that it is not covering a lot of the green, but the green is sticking out. And I really like how that looks. So now I can fairly safely put this on here now that everything is on top. And I'm going to again put the score tape on to adhere the main piece to the card base. And we'll bring this in. And we will just go around the outside there with the bone folder. And again, you can see that the green doesn't quite match, but because of this color, it just pulls it all nice together. And also this plaid with this lighter green kind of all works together. So I really like that. I've provided you a piece of foam, and the foam is going to go onto the image just to add some dimension to the card. And we're going to just add this piece right to the image, like that. Just going to add now a little bit of adhesive to the back of the foam, and before I put this in, I'm going to bring this little green piece. Now this green piece is the exact cardstock as our main card base, and this is another way also to just reinforce that that color belongs there. And I just want to make sure that my image gets placed nicely with still having that green strip here. So now I'm going to add that piece on the foam. I really like how it is a little bit uplifted. And now I'm going to add this green strip across the card. And then we will put our sentiment on top. Now if you want, before you add this strip, you can add little flagged ends. I'm going to keep mine nice and straight. And I just like the way that looks. And I'm going to use the plaid to help me line that up. You will find this sentiment in your kit. Happy trails to you. Really like this. It fits well with the image, and it also is playful and a nice sentiment. So I put adhesive on the back, and I'm just going to add this fairly centered here with this image. And I just want to make sure it's nice and straight and nice and centered. I'm just going to add this, and this is a really great mail card. I'm sure you could give this to literally anyone, but a lot of times we're always looking for a good man card. This definitely fits the bill. I would like to add a smidge more of green, so I'm going to bring in some of my bling, and now this is just regular clear bling. I've shown this before. I've taken a Copic marker that matches this back of this card base, and I'm just going to color in some of these bling for this kit. And I'm going to be quite thorough on getting all of the spots on the bling, and then I'll just give it a couple seconds here to dry. And when I add this to the card, it's going to match absolutely perfectly to this cardstock. And this is just a really great tip on how to get more out of your bling. I have a video on my other channel that will be coming about this. And I just like how that finishes it off. It just helps balance off the card and adds a little bit something extra. So that will finish off the outside of the card. And now we will get to the inside piece, and we'll just quickly add this white piece. And that will finish off this second card in my Everyday Card Kit number 10 series. So really love these colors. People always say to me that they have a hard time making mail cards, and it's just the arrangement and the color choices. Color choices are, to me, probably the easier part, you know, the greens and the browns and, you know, blues and that type of thing. You don't want to make it look too feminine. But what I like about these papers is this was a type of camping paper, and then I used this with just some regular plaid paper, and I put this all together. These papers weren't even a set, but I pulled it from the colors that I wanted to work with my image. So I really like how that works, and it just comes down to layering it, is moving things around and seeing if you like the look of it. I like this green strip. It really helps build the base to the rest of the card, and I really like this piece here because again it matches with our card base and it just helps bring it together. So I hope you enjoyed this card. There's 3 more cards left in the series. You can check me out on my website, and you could subscribe for more videos, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day.